We think of the sunflower as the ultimate aesthetic of soft, wholesome joy. It's on your tote bags, your phone wallpapers, and your summer playlists. But behind those vibrant yellow petals isn't a story of warmth. It's a psychological horror story of delusion, fatal jealousy, a woman buried alive, and an obsession so toxic that the gods had to turn it into a biological curse. And no, contrary to popular myth, this isn't about Apollo. This is the brutal story of Clytie and Helios. Long before the Olympians made Apollo the poster boy for the sun, the sky belonged to Helios, the ancient Titan god of literal sunlight. Every single day, Helios pulled his fiery chariot across the sky from east to west. And every single day, an ocean nymph named Clytie sat on the shore, watching his every move. Her infatuation wasn't casual, it was an all-consuming obsession. For a moment, Helios actually indulged her. They had a passionate, fleeting fling. But Helios was the sun. He illuminated everything, belonged to no one, and got bored easily. Once the novelty wore off, he moved on. Clytie, however, never got the memo. Helios found a new obsession: Leucothoe, a mortal princess of Babylon. He was so infatuated that he literally shapeshifted just to sneak into her bedroom chambers. When Clytie found out, she completely shattered. Consumed by vindictive, blinding rage, she decided, if I can't have him, no one will. She went straight to Leucothoe's father, the ruthless King Orchamus, and exposed the entire secret affair. She thought the king would just break them up and send Helios running back to her. She miscalculated, terrifyingly. To wash away the family's disgrace, the king sentenced his own daughter to the ultimate execution. Leucothoe was dragged into the desert and buried alive under a massive mound of sand. Helios raced down with his rays to dig her out, but he was too late. Leucothoe had already suffocated in the dark. Heartbroken, the sun god turned her body into a frankincense tree so she would forever smell sweet to the heavens. Then, he turned around to face Clytie. Clytie waited on the beach, expecting Helios to realize she was the only one left for him. Instead, the sun god looked at her with pure, venomous disgust. He cursed her presence and swore he would never cast a single warm ray of affection on her again. He flew into the sky and vanished. The realization destroyed her. Stripped of all pride, Clytie collapsed onto the bare, jagged rocks. She refused bread. She refused water. For 9 agonizing days and 9 freezing nights, she didn't move an inch. She drank only her own tears and the cold morning dew. Her gaze remained permanently locked onto the sky. Sunrise in the east, she turned her head. Sunset in the west, she turned her head, begging for just one look, one sign of forgiveness. But Helios never looked down. After 9 days, the gods took pity on her rotting body. Or perhaps they decided her obsession deserved a permanent form. Her legs fused together and burrowed into the earth as roots. Her pale skin hardened into a rough green stem, and her face transformed into a heavy golden flower. Centuries of art and Victorian florography cemented this bloom as the sunflower. Even with her humanity stripped away, the psychological curse remained alive inside the plant's DNA. To this day, a young sunflower literally bends its neck to track the path of the sun from dawn until dusk. This brings us to the Victorian language of flowers. When someone gives you a sunflower today, they mean unconditional loyalty, adoration, and pure warmth. My eyes see only you. Sounds romantic, right? But the myth reveals the sinister undercurrent. Victorian florography also assigned to it false pride, obsessive infatuation, and the bitter agony of loving someone who will never love you back. Next time you see a field of sunflowers turned in perfect unison toward the horizon, don't just see a bright summer landscape. See Clytie, a trapped soul sentenced to spend eternity watching the love of her life walk away, day after day, for the rest of time. So, tell me in the comments, Is this the ultimate sign of loyalty, or the most tragic cautionary tale about letting go? Drop your thoughts below. Hit like if this ruined sunflowers for you just a little bit, and subscribe for more dark origins hidden inside everyday beauty.